Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Mass Effect Legendary Edition here on the Game Professor channel. I'm your host, the Game Professor, and I did just change a couple of visual settings. I took off motion blur and film grain, just want to see if I prefer how this looks. I noticed a little bit of blur, kind of excessive blurring during the elevator ride up here, so figured, why not give it a shot? I usually don't mess that much with visual settings, but we're just going to jump right into it, and we are going to go talk to Captain Anderson so we can go talk to the Council. Let's do it.
The hearing's already started. Come on.
The Geth attack is a matter of some concern, but there is nothing to indicate Saren was involved in any way.
The investigation by Citadel Security turned up no evidence to support your charge of treason.
An eyewitness saw him kill Nihilus in cold blood.
We've read the Eden Prime reports, Ambassador. The testimony of one traumatized dock worker is hardly compelling proof.
I resent these accusations.
Still an eyewitness,
Nihilus was a fellow
dude.
Spectre and a friend.
That just let you catch him off guard.
Captain Anderson, you always seem to be involved when humanity makes false charges against me. And this must be your protege, Commander Shepard, the one who let the beacon get destroyed.
And yeah, how did you get involved?
The mission to Eden Prime was top secret. The only way you could know about the beacon was if you were there.
With Nihilus gone, his files passed on to me. I read the Eden Prime report. I was unimpressed.
Sure
but what
you were.
can you expect from a human?
Yeah, you're gonna pay.
You can expect me to kill you the next time we meet.
Your species needs to learn its place, Shepard. You're not ready to join the Council. You're not even ready to join the Spectres. He has no right to say that. That's not his decision.
Shepard's admission into the Spectres is not the purpose of this meeting.
This meeting has no purpose. The humans are wasting your time, Counselor, and mine.
Yeah, you are definitely an arrogant bastard.
You can't hide behind the Council forever.
There is still one outstanding issue. Commander Shepard's vision. It may have been triggered by the beacon.
Are we allowing dreams into evidence now? How can I defend my innocence against this kind of testimony?
I agree. Our judgment must be based on facts and evidence, not wild imaginings and reckless speculation.
Do you have anything else to add, Commander Shepard?
At this point, yeah, there is no point.
You've made your decision. I won't waste my breath.
The Council has found no evidence of any connection between Saren and the Geth. Ambassador, your petition to have him disbarred from the Spectres is denied.
I'm glad to see justice was served.
This
I
meeting is
find
adjourned.
the fact that Saren is so huge in that scene very interesting as well. Because no matter what, it puts him in the position of most power.
It was a mistake bringing you into that hearing, Captain. You and Saren have too much history. It made the Council question our motives.
I know Saren. He's working with the Geth for one reason. To exterminate the entire human race. Every colony we have is at risk. Every world we control is in danger. Even Earth isn't safe.
Yeah, how do you know Saren?
Tell me about this history between you and Saren.
I worked with him on a mission a long time ago. Things went bad. Real bad. We shouldn't talk about this here. But I know what he's like. And he has to be stopped.
Okay. What do we do?
What's our next step?
As a Spectre, he's virtually untouchable. We need to find some way to expose him.
What about Garrus, that CSEC investigator? We saw him arguing with the Executor.
That's right. He was asking for more time to finish his report. Seems like he was close to finding something on Saren.
He could definitely be useful.
Any idea where we could find him?
I have a contact in CSEC who can help us track Garrus down. His name is Harkin.
Forget it. They suspended Harkin last month, drinking on the job. I won't waste my time with that loser.
You won't have to. I don't want the Council using your past history with Saren as an excuse to ignore anything we turn up. Shepard will handle this.
Alright, I'm on it.
I'll take care of it.
I need to take care of some business. Captain, meet me in my office later.
Harkin's probably getting drunk at Cora's Den. It's a dingy little club in the lower section of the ward.
Okay. Do you have any other leads?
Maybe there's another way to find evidence against Saren.
You should talk to Barla Vaughn over in the financial district. Rumor has it he's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
The Shadow Broker?
An information dealer. Buys and sells secrets to the highest bidder. I've heard Barla Vaughn's one of the top representatives. He might know something about Saren, but his information won't come cheap.
I definitely want to learn a bit about this history with you and Saren, though.
You and Saren have a history. What happened?
About 20 years ago, I was part of a mission in the Skillian Verge. I was working with Saren to find and remove a known terrorist threat. Saren eliminated his target, but a lot of people died along the way, innocent people. And the official records just covered it all up. But I saw how he operates. No conscience, no hesitation. He'd kill 1,000 innocent civilians to end a war without a second thought.
Yeah, so would I.
Sometimes 1,000 people must die so 1,000,000 can live.
But only if there's no other way.
Yeah.
Saren doesn't even look for another option. He's twisted, broken. He likes the violence, the killing. And he knows how to cover his tracks.
Okay. Yeah. What's your take on the Council and the Ambassador?
Our ambassador doesn't seem to get along with the Council.
He's just frustrated. The Council's always preaching that we need to be part of the galactic community. But for them, it's a one-way street. They want us to expand and settle unstable regions like the Skillian Verge and the Attican Traverse. But when we run into trouble, they don't want to help us out. Everyone knows it's only a matter of time until we get a seat on the Council. The Ambassador just thinks it should happen sooner rather than later. And I agree.
Okay. I wouldn't say why do we bother. I would say that we're too independent.
Maybe they'd let us join the Council if we were more willing to cooperate with the other species.
Of course they would. If we did everything they told us to, they'd love to have us on the Council. But it wouldn't be much of a deal for us. I understand their side. They don't want us dominating the Council. It's founded on cooperation and alliances. But we have to look out for our own interests too.
I'm pretty sure I did go through this conversation track with Anderson in the playthrough of the first game, but dang, he really is very black and white on this. If we cooperate with them, we must be doing everything that they want, and it's not actually any form of cooperation in that manner. I don't think I'm going to do any more talking with him at this point, though, because we've done a lot of talking so far this episode. I want to actually start getting a bit more into the story itself.
I should go.
Good luck, Shepard.
We will talk to him more before we leave the Citadel itself. Nice, we got a level up. And I know that we have Chorbin down there looking at the Keeper. I'm going to ignore him this time, though, which I don't do usually. I purposefully went down the stairs the long way. Or the long way. On the other side, I should say. Because I'm curious just to see how everything with him might be different if we go about discovering that mission a different way. I'm going to try to do things as differently as I possibly can with this playthrough.
I can't believe the Council ignored all the evidence against Saren.
Saren's one of their best operatives. It's only natural they take his word over ours.
Oh, so now we just chase leads while this smug Claude Turian runs around with his Geth troopers.
That's politics, Chief.
I hate politics.
Alright. Yeah, that looks much better. I think I'm going to keep the film grain and motion blur off. I've never really paid much attention to how things look specifically, but with a game this pretty, I'm going to take the time to care. Getting a little bit of lag. Nothing too crazy, though. Nothing abnormal for games for me, in my opinion. And I am playing this on Xbox One. I'm not cool enough to have an Xbox Series X yet, alas. But let's start off with Barla Vaughn. We can see what is up with him. And then I think we'll go down to the... Then we'll go to C-Sec, Cora's Den, all that good stuff.
What's this? One of the Earth Clan. Ah, a very famous one, yes? You are the one called Shepard. You were at Torfin, correct? You led the final assault against the enemy base, if memory serves.
Are you spying on me?
I don't like strangers keeping tabs on me.
Forgive me, Earth Clan. My name is Barla Vaughn. My job makes it necessary for me to keep informed. I am a financial advisor to many important clients here on the Citadel. When someone as important as yourself arrives on the station, I take notice.
Okay. I need information.
I've heard you work for the Shadow Broker. Do you have any information about Saren?
You're very blunt, Shepard. But you're right. I am an agent for the Shadow Broker, and I do know something about Saren.
Okay. What's the cost?
I hear your information can be expensive.
Normally, this information would cost a small fortune, but these are exceptional circumstances, so I am going to give it to you for free.
Alrighty.
What's the catch?
There is no catch. The Shadow Broker is quite upset with Saren right now. They used to do a lot of business until Saren turned on him.
Yeah, that is definitely shocking.
Saren betrayed him. Imagine that.
No matter what you think of Saren, he's not stupid. He knows the Shadow Broker is a valuable ally. Turning on him doesn't make sense. Not unless something huge was at stake. I don't know the details, but the Shadow Broker hired a freelancer to deal with it. A Krogan mercenary.
Okay.
That's not much to go on.
I just told you that the most famous Spectre in the galaxy betrayed the Shadow Broker. Quite a bargain, considering the price. Speak with the Krogan if you want to learn more. I heard he was paying a visit to Citadel security. If you hurry, you might catch him before he leaves the Academy.
Okay.
Isn't it strange that a Krogan would want to speak with C-Sec?
Very. However, I doubt the visit was entirely his choice. You'll need to speak with him if you want to know more.
Alright. I would say that's all I need from you. We'll come back and talk to him at a later point to ask about all this, because I do like to get the background info on him, the Shadow Broker and everything.
Thanks for the info.
But for now,
My pleasure, Commander.
want to kind of keep us focused. Hi, Chester. He just loves being in the videos, guys. He knows he's a very handsome boy. It's also about his time for being annoying. So, I'm not going to speak to the Emporium shopkeeper just yet. Chester, I would appreciate if you would just settle down into my lap. That would be much easier for everybody involved. Please. You are not going on the desk. Come on. Settle on in. Settle on in. There we go. Or not. At least he's facing the other direction now, so I'm less worried about him trying to get on the desk. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's go check out the consort, because I'm curious about her.
Welcome, I am Nelina. I don't recognize you as one of our expected clients today. Would you like me to see when the consort will be able to meet with you?
The fact that they phrase it as, I need an appointment, it's like, it should be obvious that you need an appointment.
Can't I just go in?
I'm afraid not. Yeah, you must understand there are many who seek the consort services. But if you wish to leave your name, she'll make every effort to meet with you.
Okay.
Commander Shepard, with the Alliance Navy.
Excellent. You should hear something in 3 or 4 months.
Okay. Can you tell me more about the consort?
What is the consort? What does she do?
It's difficult to explain. She's many things to many people, and something different for each. Some seek her for advice, some for entertainment, others still for pleasure. Most of the time, our clients won't realize what they were seeking until after she has provided it for them.
Yeah, is she mystical?
You make her sound like some kind of oracle.
No, not in the usual sense. She's merely a woman with remarkable compassion and a generous spirit.
Okay.
I suggest you make an appointment and see for yourself.
Can you tell me more about yourself?
What do you do here, Nelina?
I'm one of the consort's acolytes. Many of the people here today will not see the consort, but they expect to be attended to just the same. It's our job
that
to
animation
ensure
is
that
so
they leave
funny.
contented.
That like it's very telling of just the way that they were handling the animation at the time. You can see that every single character in conversation and stuff, it's all a mixture of the same animations, and there are times when it's like, this is a weird one for what's being said, and that's one of those moments.
What exactly do you attend to?
Well, each acolyte has her unique abilities. Some soothe with song, others with conversation. As much as possible, we seek to match the needs of our clients to the skills of our acolytes. My specialty is touch. My fingertips can find every tension point in your body and relieve it.
All right. Well, I've technically made an appointment, so I don't have to indicate that anymore.
I think I'm done here.
Oh, well, I hope you'll return again in the future. We always enjoy seeing new clients.
Nelina.
Yes, Shaira?
Send the commander up to see me. I wish to speak with him.
Okay.
Yes, of course, mistress.
Okay, this moment is still very male-gazy. I expected that, honestly.
The consort has taken notice of you. She'd like to meet with you now.
What does she want to see me for?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her yourself. Just head upstairs. She'll be waiting for you.
All right. So we can chat with her. I'm not going to lie, I was hoping that would be one of the moments that they fixed the male gaziness of it. Though, if I remember correctly, that's more for Mass Effect 2 and camera angles related to Miranda specifically, because they really went over the top in the original Mass Effect 2 with how many male gaze moments there are on Miranda specifically. Though that is kind of a bit of a commentary on her as a character in general, and just her function in terms of how and why she was created and all that. So there's purpose to it, but it is still at face value very problematic. So I'm glad that they fixed it. I'm looking forward to being able to see that once we get to Mass Effect 2 with this.
That is close enough, Commander. I've heard a great many things about you since your arrival here in our citadel.
What do you want?
You wanted to speak with me?
I have a certain problem that could use your expertise.
Okay.
Tell me about this problem you're having.
I have a friend, Septimus, a retired Turian general. I won't discuss the details, but he wanted me to be more than I could be. We had a falling out. Now he spends his days in Cora's den, drinking and spreading lies about me. If you would speak to him as a fellow soldier, I believe he will listen to you and let the matter be.
That's a different camera angle, I'm pretty sure.
What happened between you?
I respect his privacy too much to go into the details. If he wishes to tell you what happened, that is his prerogative.
Okay.
What exactly do you want me to tell him?
Appeal to his sense of honor. Remind him of his position as a general. If you can convince him to stop spreading lies about me, I would be very grateful.
There's still that weird moment.
Now I must ask you to take your leave. I have many clients waiting to see me.
That profile camera angle on both of them, though, that was definitely different. Because I don't remember ever having that sort of shot. But now, we will go off to the wards. I'm not going to go to CSEC yet, because I want to actually be able to see Harkin. I'm pretty sure if we go get Rex from CSEC that we will end up getting, that we'll lose the ability to talk to Harkin. And I really do want to be able to talk to him. So let's go straight to Cora's den. See what's up with that. We might have a fight at this point. In fact, I think that's very probable at this point. Oh, there we go. Probably seems like overkill to use the sniper. There we go. Oops. Alright, we got one. Come on. Where'd you go? You're gonna come out? There you are. Oh, come on. Rude. There we go.
Those were Saren's men.
That's not what I wanted to shoot.
Trouble.
It's weird that that X is now the grenade rather than, I think it was the start. So I keep hitting X to put away my weapon, and I throw a grenade. What do you have to say, Caden?
I see why this place is so popular. It's got quite the,
Yep, of course. Alright, so we have Jenna there, who we don't know anything about yet. We have Septimus there, so we'll talk to him in a second. But first, let's talk to Harkin.
Alliance military. I could have been a Marine, you know. Instead, I joined the goddamn Citadel security. Biggest mistake of my life.
Tell me where Garrus is.
I'm looking for a CSEC officer, a Turian named Garrus.
Garrus? You must be one of Captain Anderson's crew. Poor bastard, still trying to bring Saren down, eh? I know where Garrus is, but you gotta tell me something first. Did the captain let you in on his big secret?
What are you talking about?
Just tell me where Garrus is before this gets ugly.
But it's all related, don't you see? The captain used to be a Spectre. Didn't know that, did you? It was all very hush-hush. The first human ever given that honor, and then he blew it. Screwed up his mission so bad they kicked him out. Of course, he blames Saren. Says the Turians set him up.
How do you know this?
You said they covered all this up. How'd you hear about it?
I spent 20 years working cases here on the Citadel. People on this station love to talk. Secrets are like herpes. If you got 'em, you might as well spread 'em around.
That is classy.
One more chance. Tell me where Garrus is. Now.
Okay, settle down. He went to speak to Dr. Michelle, over in the med clinic on the other side of the wards.
Okay. Yeah, I'm done talking to you.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, good. Go. Let me drink in peace.
I definitely forgot about his comparing secrets to herpes comment. That is real classy. Bouncer, huh?
The back rooms are private, reserved for Fist and his friends.
Who's Fist?
Who's Fist?
He owns this club, but the customers have to stay out front.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Enjoy the club.
Alright. Seems reasonable enough. And here's Septimus.
Commander. What do you want?
What are your problems, General?
What's bothering you, General?
I've seen a lot of horrible things in my days, and there's only one woman in this damn galaxy that helps me forget it.
So if you feel that way, then why spread lies about her?
'Cause she rejected me! Me! Septimus Oraka, General of the Turian Fleet!
I would say that this is pretty pathetic.
Some general. What kind of example are you to your troops?
The troops can kiss my leathery backside. All I wanted was to retire and be with her. Look, kid, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but don't waste your time.
Get a grip, General.
Never let the enemy see your weakness. You know that, General.
Enemies? The one place I always felt at peace was with her. But now, so you think it's that easy? Just straighten up and act like a general?
I don't think it could hurt.
Huh. Maybe you're right, Commander. Shaira's worth the effort, even if she won't have me back.
Definitely good.
Now get up and get moving, General.
All right. I'll go to her. After I've had a cold shower or two. Say, you're a bright kid. Would you be interested in earning a few extra credits?
Why not?
What do you want me to do?
There's an Elcor diplomat out there who believes Shaira gave up his secrets.
Why does he think that?
Because I told him. Look, I just need you to convince him of the truth.
And how would I do that?
What makes you think you'll believe me?
You'll bring him proof. Take this datapad. It shows where I got my info. It will exonerate Shaira and convince the Elcor.
All right.
Who am I taking it to, and where is he?
His name is Zaltan. He's an Elcor diplomat. He's over in the embassies complaining about Shaira. Well, here's to soldiers acting like soldiers. Thanks,
I agree with that.
You know, you might make a good general yourself one day.
Hard to imagine a general like that getting so upset about a woman.
That's because you don't understand women, Kate.
I've always found that comment by Ashley a little interesting. Because...
Why didn't Captain Anderson tell us he used to be a Spectre?
Maybe it's not true. Tarkin's an ass. Bet he's just messing with our heads.
You're probably right. Still, I'd like to hear what the captain has to say about all this.
I agree. Huh. There's a lot of clipping to standing on things that I'm noticing. That's one little weird quirk that I'm noticing so far that I never experienced in the original. Not that it's a problem, but just something to make note of effectively. Okay, let's go to the upper markets then. And I think what we'll finish off with is going and seeing Garrus at Dr. Michelle's. Oh, I love being able to actually sprint outside of combat. It's so simple and so minor, but definitely one of those little quality of life fixes that they made a point of putting in, and it is just delightful. So, this way, we can get Garrus, and then we'll be able to go to CSEC after that.
I didn't tell anyone, I swear!
Oh.
That was
Alrighty.
smart, Doc. Now if Garrus comes around, you stay smart. Keep your mouth shut or we'll... Who are you?
Let her go.
Masterful shot. Alright. I'm gonna switch over to the assault rifle. Shoot. Oh, come on, this idiot. Oh, of course. Of course he does that. Come on. Here we go. There we go. Really have to keep a close eye on the rise with this particular rifle.
Perfect timing, Shepard. Gave me a clear shot at that bastard.
Great shot.
You took him down clean.
Sometimes you get lucky. Dr. Michelle, are you hurt?
No, I'm okay. Thanks to you. All of you.
What happened?
Why were they threatening you? Who do they work for?
They work for Feast. They wanted to shut me up, keep me from telling Garrus about the Quarian.
And this is related to Saren?
Does this have anything to do with the investigation into Saren?
I think it might. Dr. Michelle, tell us what happened.
A few days ago, a Quarian came by my office. She'd been shot, but she wouldn't tell me who did it. I could tell she was scared, probably on the run. She asked me about the Shadow Broker. She wanted to trade information in exchange for a safe place to hide.
Where'd she go?
Where is she now?
I put her in contact with Fist. He's an agent for the Shadow Broker.
Not anymore. Now he works for Saren. And the Shadow Broker isn't too happy about it.
Fist betrayed the Shadow Broker? That's stupid even for him. Saren must have made him quite the offer.
That Quarian must have something Saren wants. Something worth crossing the Shadow Broker to get.
Yeah, I'd say so.
What else can you tell me about the Quarian?
I'm not sure. Like I said, she wanted to trade information for a place to hide. She didn't... Wait a minute. Geth. Her information had something to do with the Geth.
She must be able to link Saren to the Geth. There is no way the Council can ignore this.
We don't have anything yet.
Time we paid Fist a visit.
This is your show, Shepard. But I want to bring Saren down as much as you do. I'm coming with you.
Why do you hate him?
You're a Turian. Why do you want to bring him down?
I couldn't find the proof I needed in my investigation, but I knew what was really going on. Saren is a traitor to the Council and a disgrace to my people.
You made your case.
Welcome aboard, Garrus.
You know, we aren't the only ones going after Fist. The Shadow Broker hired a Krogan bounty hunter named Rex to take him out.
Yeah, we heard about him.
I'd say we could use him.
A Krogan might come in handy.
Last I heard, he was at the CSEC Academy.
What's he doing there?
Fist accused him of making threats. We brought Rex in for a little talk. If you hurry, you can catch him at the Academy before he leaves.
Alright.
Move out.
Well then. Okay. Now's the real question. I think I'm just gonna go as much combat strength as possible now. It seems a little stupid. I know. It's not remotely balanced. But I really don't care about Kaidan. I really don't. Garrus is my broski. Ashley's my broski. That's how we're gonna do this. But with that is where we're going to end this episode, everybody. Be sure to hit the subscribe button so you always know when I have new videos coming out, and follow the links in the description to the Facebook page and Discord server so you can join the conversation. But until next time, everybody, this is your Game Professor, signing off. I will see you then.